One question can bring you back to compassion, to the softness you've been guarding, to the moment your heart wanted to stay open even when your mind whispered, close. Welcome to One Question, a short weekly reflection to help you reconnect with your body, your values, and your truth. This week's question is, what helps me keep my heart open when the world feels like too much? There are weeks when the world feels impossibly heavy, when tragedy, injustice, and cruelty stack up faster than we can process. And still, we're expected to keep functioning, to work, to care, to show up, to keep our hearts open in a world that keeps breaking them. My instinct when things get hard is often to close, to protect myself, to pull my energy in and build a little emotional bunker. But over time, I've learned that closing off doesn't make me safer. It just makes me smaller. And that's not what the world needs from any of us right now. From a neuroscience perspective, this makes perfect sense. When we feel overwhelmed, emotionally, socially, or morally, our brain interprets it as danger. The amygdala fires and we move into fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. In that state, empathy shuts down. Our brains literally reroute energy away from connection and towards self-protection. This is not a moral failure, it's biology. So the work of keeping our hearts open isn't about being endlessly self-sacrificing. It is about practicing regulation, grounding, breathing, moving, naming what's real and true, so that our nervous system knows we're safe enough to care again. And while we're talking about care, I want to name a couple things very directly. Black women, Latinx women, Indigenous women, and the people of the LGBTQ+ community. So many of you never had the luxury of closing your hearts. You've been carrying the weight of generations, fighting, nurturing, creating beauty and progress in the midst of pain. Your openness, your art, your insistence on love, they are radical acts of courage. You are the blueprint for how to stay open and fierce at the same time. And if you're listening, I see you. I thank you. I honor you. You deserve rest and softness and safety. And to the young people, I can only imagine how hard this must feel. You've inherited a world that often feels and looks like a dumpster fire. And still, I see your brilliance, your activism, your hope, and your humor. Please stay open to one another. And if possible, stay open to older generations who truly want to walk beside you, not to lecture, but to learn, to amplify, and to support. You give me and many of us hope for what's possible. And maybe that's the thread that connects us all. Hope. Because when the world feels like too much, the invitation isn't only to look outward, it's to turn inward too, to remember that tending to our own hearts is part of the work of keeping them open. So, what helps me keep my heart open when the world feels like too much? Me, personally, I come back to the body. I breathe into my ribs. I put a hand on my chest and whisper, whew, that's what it feels like to care. Sometimes I step away from the noise, and sometimes I step into community. Sometimes I give money, time, voice. Every one of those choices is an act of resistance against numbness, because the world doesn't need more closed hearts. It needs open, wise, grounded hearts. Soft, but not fragile. Empathic, but not depleted. Boundaried, but not disconnected. And part of keeping our hearts open is knowing when to rest them. It's not weakness to ask for help. It's wisdom. Reach out to friends, to family, to medical professionals, therapists, coaches, the people who are here to support you and hold you up. And drink water, get sleep, go outside, take a deep breath of real air, eat something nourishing and delicious. These small acts keep your executive function online, the part of your brain that helps you think clearly, regulate emotion, and connect with others. These are not luxuries. They're the foundation of being able to stay open and compassionate in a difficult, confusing world. Thank you for listening to One Question. If this question touched something tender in you, don't turn away from it. The part of you that still wants to care, that still believes in kindness, is worth listening to. Protect it, nurture it, let it lead you back to connection. What helps you keep your heart open when the world feels like too much? Until next week, be gentle with yourself, take care of your body and your mind and your spirit, and always ask better questions.